Hey yo, what's up guys, Mr. Kedrix here again, doing another video for you guys today. And today I'm going to bring another figure review. Now this figure was requested about 4 months back by my friend Cody the Tyrant King. He saw this in my collection video that I did for my Godzilla and Jurassic Park figures. And now I'm going to review it. So here it is. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Chap Bigfoot action figure. Now this is a very great action figure and I really like it a lot. I got it for a cheap price of $1 and it originally came in a set that included a person who's going on an expedition to discover Bigfoot, and it came with a bobcat, a a bat that Bigfoot's supposed to hold, and a whole bunch of other accessories. I unfortunately only got the Bigfoot, but he's the main highlight of that set. I don't really feel I needed everything else. It would have been cool to have, but I don't really need it. And considering how much space I have on my shelf for the Bigfoot, I wouldn't really have had enough space for everything else that came with it. So the reason why I added this to my collection is because I'm a real big fan of cryptids, the possible existence of creatures like aliens, Sasquatches, creatures that live in swamps, werewolves, things that come out in the dark and don't show up in the day. It's basically curiosity in the unknown. I just really love those things. I love watching documentaries on the existence of these creatures. I love it. I added him to my collection because, one, he looks cool. Two, I felt like he needed to be added there because even though it was consisted of Godzilla and Jurassic Park figures, he's an action figure. I do have action figures in my collection. Now I do. And he's one of them. And I feel like he fits in there because also in my collection are a figure of the creature from the Black Lagoon and a figure of Frankenstein. So I feel like he belongs there. So Bigfoot is one of the surviving members of the Sasquatch family, and he possibly exists because many sightings have been found of him. From the original video featuring a Bigfoot walking by, many have speculated that one was a female Bigfoot. And I think this figure is based on a male Bigfoot because the female Bigfoot in that video had breasts. This one is a bit more muscled up, but that's because the sculpt on this figure is pretty exaggerated. And I like it. He looks scary. And how about we just go into the review? So let's bring him up close so you guys can see the detail on him. It'll focus. I don't know if it's going to focus on his face or not. I don't think it's going to focus, but anyway, here's the figure. As you can see, it is very nicely detailed for what it is. It's made out of cheap plastic, but it is pretty durable. As you can see on the back, we got screw holes, about 3, and I'm happy that it's on the back of the figure, and not a lot of people are going to focus on that. Look at that face. That's a scary face. Very menacing, especially with the red eyes. The teeth look good. I like how they added fangs. A human-like nose. There's his ears. Unfortunately, they weren't painted as the same brown skin color, but that's okay. And then here's the chest. You can see he's very muscular. He looks very well built. Like, this Bigfoot is basically ready to hunt. He's ready to hunt, basically. Looks good. There's the hands. Nice detail. He's got claws right there. There's his feet. He's got nice toenails. They're not painted, but that's okay because I don't think they really would be painted, considering that Bigfoot kind of lives in a wooded area, so he's going to be quite dirty. On the other side of his feet, there's peg holes. That he didn't come with the base, but that's how he is in the box. He's basically strapped to the bottom of the box. That's why he has peg holes at the bottom. And everything else is just the strands of hair he has around his body, which look really good. And majority of this figure is made out of hard plastic, but some parts are made out of rubber, like the head's made out of a soft rubber. The hands kind of made out of a soft rubber. As you can see, you can kind of squish them. Same thing goes with the feet. But yeah, this is a real nice figure. The detail's nice. It looks good. The paint's pretty good. I like the color of hair that the color they painted for the hair looks really nice. The skin color looks great. I do feel it's a bit too dark. Like maybe it could have been like a lighter brown, but then again at the same time it could have like blended in with like the hair. So it doesn't look that bad, but you know, it could have been better. I mean, it could have been lighter, but it still looks good nonetheless. The eyes are red, the teeth are white. That's my only gripe with this figure, is the fact that the teeth are white. I would have appreciated it if it was like yellow, because it would have made sense. He lives in the wild. But you know, that was their choice. The tongue isn't painted, and like I said, the toenails and the fingernails are not painted either. Articulation. His head doesn't move. Well, what does move are his wrists, so you can rotate them. And maybe his feet. I don't want to move them because I think they're going to break, but this one moves more than the other. That's pretty much it. Because this figure has an action feature where he holds a bat and he can swing it up and down with his arms. And the way you do that is you grab the legs, you squeeze them, and his arms go up and they go down. Which I think is pretty cool. So if you have like an action figure and you want to make him fight, it's awesome. Put something in his hand and he can use it as a weapon. That's what I like about this figure. It has pretty good playability. Like, you can do a lot with this. Of course it's squeaky, but no, that's okay. This figure I think is about 7 inches tall. So I'm going to do a quick comparison with some figures that I have in my collection. Here's a 6-inch King Kong figure from the Peter Jackson King Kong movie, as you can see. Bigfoot's pretty tall. I actually like that. I mean, of course I want a huge Bigfoot figure, and I don't care if he's out of scale with my figures like this, because these figures are made in their own scale. So is this one. And it, you know, it doesn't matter if they're not in scale or not, because he's supposed to be about as tall as a human, if not taller. He's about 25 feet tall. And here he is compared to a 6-inch Godzilla figure, for those of you who collect Godzillas. As you can see, Bigfoot towers them both. But I like that, because I like Bigfoot. Bigfoot's awesome. And I guess I could compare it to a human figure. The closest one I have with me right now is Batman, from the latest Justice League movie. I don't know. I feel like maybe Bigfoot's a little too tall. I think humans should be about like right there compared to Bigfoot. But it still looks okay, because I know Bigfoot's supposed to be really, really big. He's supposed to be taller than humans. So yeah, that works fine. So that's pretty much it for this video. I really like this figure. Like I said, I have no problems with it. What I probably would have liked if the arms and legs can move on their own rather than it just being with the feature, because that would have allowed for a lot more playability. But nonetheless, I really like this figure. It's real cool. It's the only Bigfoot figure I have right now, and I hope to get some more soon. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and look forward to some more videos. This is Mr. Kedrick signing out. Stay awesome, my dudes.